Now that I've recovered from whatever that cross was doing to me, I have enough strength to walk on my own. Still, seems that whatever wounds I suffered are greater than I thought. After we leave the music room, we climb up a flight of stairs and step onto the covered passage. I don't know what the signs in this place mean, or even if they hold any meaning anymore now that the city has become distorted, but it would seem something called the classroom building is up ahead. We proceed down a long hallway that appears to go on endlessly. I can't tell whether the haze I see is because of the strange fog or my own fuzzy consciousness.
Be sure to return the favor with my fists.
When I be on the cross, I've been thinking the entire time. We were the core of the Shadow Operatives, but we'd all been taken in the enemy's hands so easily, without any hope of escape. My own powerlessness frustrates me, but even then, I kept calm. We still have comrades, Kin, Koromaru, and now our new member, Labrys. They've grown so much, and they were able to save us, even after I made such a colossal blunder. Is that gunfire I hear? The sounds ring out continuously as if a battle is taking place nearby. We run in the direction the sounds are coming from.
What is this place? It doesn't feel like anywhere else. Sonata-san, this...
Talk about having bad taste. Whoever's doing this really wants this to be the entrance to hell.
This is Tartarus, the entrance hall to that tower. 3 years ago, we would have gathered here day after day to challenge the seemingly infinite labyrinth. We lost and gained so much here. A number of emotions flicker through my mind.
Sonata-san!
Why is she here? I thought she was on the roof. Labrys' voice echoes through the hall. I turn to look and see Mitsuru-san up across in the corner of the room. Her head hangs low, and she seems to be unconscious. That cross must be draining her power, just like what happened to me while I had been up on a cross.
Mitsuru-san, we'll get you down at once!
Look out!
Shadow Aegis? When we try and rush to her side, a barrage of bullets rakes across the floor, striking sparks in front of us. When this torrent of gunfire finally dies away, the air itself is filled with white smoke, quite unlike the red fog that drifts about the area.
Confirming the presence of additional targets for elimination. Seriously, you can come in one after another.
Who was here before us?
Oh, there should be no problem. You can stay here and watch while I deal with them. It should take no time at all.
Additional targets for elimination? Who? There are other people who had apparently been fighting Aegis, or rather this fake Aegis, when we showed up.
Gyokun!
Akihiko-san! Labrys!
Master?
Labrys is here too?
I immediately understand the situation. The rules of the fight here state that the battles must be one-on-one, and I see those red pillars surrounding you and his friends, and the fake Aegis. Most likely, you had been fighting Aegis while protecting Yosuke and Chie, who are already exhausted. The battle itself is one-on-one. There's no rule saying you can't attack your opponent's companions if they happen to be at the ring at the same time. Seriously, these rules are convenient only for the enemy are really getting on my nerves. This situation, though, the Persona users of Inaba, their skills and abilities are far beyond the ordinary. To think that they would be cornered this badly.
You did this, didn't you?
As Labrys lashes out in confusion and anger, this shadow taking Aegis' form answered with a twisted smile.
Of course I did, sister. I am a weapon. It is my mission to follow orders and eliminate all targets. Now, sister, why are you getting in my way?
Get in your way?
As you may have guessed, I am a duplicate of Aegis, but I am such an exact copy of her specifications that I may as well be the real thing. I will carry out my master's orders. I cannot comprehend why you, a fellow machine, are trying to prevent me from carrying out my task. You're a tool, just as I am, sister. Unfortunately, you were stolen in the previous battle, and now we must be enemies.
Not for very long.
Shadow operatives control you, while I take my orders from my master. Isn't that the only real difference between us?
That ain't true. I'm doing this of my own free will.
Free will? Is that what you base your argument on? Our memories are nothing but data. Ones and zeros in our minds. How can you prove that what you know is true? That your mind wasn't written over?
The actual Aegis already solved this. A straightforward answer. Take into account Labrys' mechanical nature. This isn't good. Aegis is probably the closest person to Labrys, and like this fake said, if we really wanted to use Labrys as a weapon, we could probably manipulate her memories to some extent. On top of that, there's no way to prove to Labrys that we've never done something like that to her. Damn, what a move. Labrys' faith in us must be.
It's not a sign, let's leave this to her. I'm sure she'll be fine.
Ken has his eyes fixed on Labrys, even as he calls out to me. I see. Those guys have just met, but they've already formed a bond through whatever battles they've faced so far. They believe in one another.
Sorry about that. You're right. I should trust in her.
Sister, friendship and trust means nothing to the likes of us. Yet you still attempt to fight me.
You're wrong. I'm an anti-shadow weapon, too. I can understand what you're saying, but there's something I'm even more sure of. Aegis told me that going through the joy and pain of different things made her into who she is now. I remember that. And now I remember that the reason why I can stand here and fight you is thanks to all our sisters who died to make me who I am. Those are painful memories. But if I forgot them, I wouldn't exist. That's what I'll fight for. This pain ain't made up. These memories are my own that I formed with everybody else. They aren't fake. They're my heart.
Labrys.
Labrys.
Understood. Master, I have a request to make.
The fake Aegis calls out to thin air. This creature, a lump of shadow, has a master? Who in the world should be calling out to?
Testing, testing. What's this? A dumb old machine calling me up? What nerve? I'm a busy bear.
Forgive me, but I have a favor I must ask of you. Please lift the barriers on this battlefield and allow these people to come inside.
Huh? You want to let us in?
I want to fight them. I wish to crush all their bonds before my sister's very eyes.
What?
Oh, for Pete! When you make a copy of a real person, the copy gets all the quirks of their personality too! Ah! Well, rather than getting persona fragments from those dried up old husks, you might get fresher ones from those guys.
Persona fragments?
Oh, did I say too much? Anyway, let's have a ring change!
As the voice of the vulgar fake Teddy calls, "Good job, game designer." Someone didn't read that. As the voice of the vulgar fake Teddy calls out, the new red pillars descend, and the old pillars shatter in response. New pillars drive into the four corners of the room, making this entire classroom a fighting area.
Are you alright?
Yosuke-kun. Chie!
We rush over to you and his friends to check on them. Good. None of them seem to be that badly hurt. I'm reassured their safety returned to face the fake Aegis again.
Us in before your battle completed, but we're not going to show you any mercy.
There is no need to thank me. I am about to eliminate all of you right now, after all.
Time for me to make a comeback as well. This is a grudge match now.
You guys seem a little different from what I was expecting you to be. But I won't be fooled. I'll protect everyone with all my strength.
Oh, definitely. Akihigo's roaring for this fight. Plus, he's the next character in line.
Finally! Fight!
Happy, I can see. Right there. Are you okay?
Come on. Uppercut. Uppercut.
Low damage. Low damage.
Go, Persona. You never know. Dodge this.
Persona.
Oh, dang it. Did pretty well for not really knowing what I was doing.
Our power wasn't enough.
Okay, I kind of remember you now, Akihiko. Let's do this.
Finally! Fight!
Launch damage. Low damage. Don't give up.
Do it.
Your persona.
I'm not giving up. This is it.
Low damage.
Down.
Even
Oh, come on! Piece of carp.
our power wasn't enough.
Finally! Fight!
Sit down.
What a great comeback!
The fake Aegis falls to its knees and its body turns black as it becomes a shapeless mass. I see a hint of pain in Labrys' eyes as she watches.
It's like we won.
You don't need to look at me like that. Either way, we only have a limited lifespan.
That's not true. You guys have an infinite lifespan. You have to keep replacing parts.
What do you mean?
We were created for the sole purpose of fighting you. Once that duty has been carried out, all we have left to do is accept.
Oh, you mean you as in the copies.
Fighting is your duty.
I will not bid you good luck. I wish for my master to emerge victorious, if possible.
This is the first one that's actually acknowledged the fact that it may not be possible for him to win. That's kind of cool. With that, fake Aegis loses all cohesion, falling into a dark puddle on the floor. Eventually, that begins to flow upward, and like a film of syrup being poured in reverse, until it completely disappears. We watch this process to the very end, while we think about our troubles. Koromaru, who had been sitting at our feet, runs off. That's right, this isn't the time to be sentimental. We have to rescue Mitsuru. Ken and Labrys run across Mitsuru. Oh my god, I forgot she was even in the room. And she's just like laying there like, can you guys stop just sitting there? Poor Mitsuru. Run to the cross Mitsuru's hanging from, and I go with Koromaru to speak to Yu's group.
Thank you, Akihiko-san. That was too close.
Huh? What's a dog doing here? I mean, he's adorable, but...
Sorry for causing you such trouble. It seemed like you were facing quite a difficult fight.
Ooh, I'm ashamed to call myself your student.
No, I should be thanking you. I'm sorry if you were all worried.
I decide to exchange information with Yu's group about the circumstances leading up to now and the situation in Inaba. They're surprised to learn that Ken and Koromaru are not only Persona users, but shadow operatives. Our conversations turn to the reason why Yu and his friends were having such a hard fight. Contrary to my suspicions, it seems the three of them had made it to this room almost unscathed. Then, why did the fake Aegis give them such trouble? It's true that the shadows taking our appearances can summon Personas, but there's no mistake that they make extremely powerful opponents. But are they so strong they could hurt these three skilled fighters that badly?
Nah, that's not it. When we got to this weird room, we found Mitsuru-san up on a cross. So Chie and I rushed over to get her down, but there was somebody there.
It wasn't the fake Aegis?
No, I don't think so. I didn't see a face, but the voice sounded like a guy.
You didn't see his face? How far away could he have been?
Well, he was kind of standing in the shadows. And the moment I saw his red eyes, my whole body froze up, like I was petrified or something.
That's right. When I went in to save them, I was attacked by a persona I've never seen before.
Red eyes. And a persona?
That doesn't make sense. Previously, the enemy said himself that he didn't have a persona. Could this mean that there's someone else helping him? Someone with a persona and powerful enough to overwhelm even you? Mitsuru was here. Perhaps she knows something. I move to where Ken and Labrys are attempting to get Mitsuru down off the cross, but they appear to be having some trouble.
This thing's not coming apart. What gives? It was easy enough to get Akihiko-san off of his. I'm not having any luck either. Damn it, why? Mitsuru-san, please wake up!
The two desperately call out to Mitsuru while trying to undo the restraints binding her arms and legs. At that moment, Koromaru stares fixedly at the door and gives a low growl, as if to warn us.
What's wrong, Koromaru? Is someone there?
Someone's coming this way.
Footsteps approach at a leisurely pace. Is that, Adachi? Down the hallway, grow louder, and the tension in the entrance hall increases. Eventually, the footsteps stop. A shadow reaches from the doorway all the way to the center of the room. It wavers in the illumination of the fog.
It can't be.
Oh.
You're...
So I wasn't seeing things.
Shuji Akutsuki. An unforgivable betrayal, an unfathomable insanity. Seeing him again, the spitting image of when I saw brings back what he said. The death of everything, but also the beginning. 3 years ago, we made extreme sacrifices to put an end to his plans. Does this mean he can come crawling out of hell to torment us once again? Or are you to be continuing there? You son of a...